Ayo Tyree. Ayo Tyree.
And don't say
Yo, what's up? I'm Tyree. In this video, I'm about to show you how you could design your own producer merch for your website. If you're selling samples or selling beats, it works for better marketing. When somebody buys a sample pack, you can send them some merch with it. On top of that, if there's some scammers out there who like to buy digital products and then dispute it on PayPal, sending out a t-shirt to them will give proof that they brought a product from you and that you sent it to them and they got it, because you'll end up with a receipt. But that's a whole different video, so I'm gonna get straight into it. First thing you need to know: don't be afraid to find inspiration. Go to Pinterest, Tumblr, Behance. There's a lot of different places you can find inspiration. And when I mean find inspiration, don't just copy people. I mean, be unique, be a little bit creative. That's really about it. A few things you're gonna need: I would get some textures, stickers, some PNG cutouts from old TV shows or comic books, just any type of design elements. You can find them all over the place. Just Google them. So what you guys want to do, we're gonna be using Photoshop. Just go to File, New, or just click New File. I do 5K by 5K. You can go bigger, but that's just gonna make the file huge and it's gonna take forever to load wherever you upload it at. I've never had any problems printing with 5K by 5K, so that's what we're gonna do. I'll go with the resolution 300 and just leave everything else the same. And I'm just gonna click create real quick, and then we're just gonna get this blank canvas. Normally my gear is going on black shirts, so what I'm gonna do is click this little half circle and then go to solid color. I'm gonna drag it down, go to black. So I already have a cutout. What you guys can do is go to Unsplash, and I'll do a quick time lapse of how you cut it out on the screen. Just go to the magnetic lasso tool. It should stick. There's different ways you could do it. You could use the pen tool or pixel select or the magic wand tool. I mean, you could use, I don't want to put the process of me cutting out layers because that'll just make this video about an hour long. So I'm just gonna skim through these designs real quick. I already got my cutout. All right, so I already have my cutout, just a vintage cutout real quick, and then I'm gonna scale it up, center that in the middle. Or actually, I'm gonna push it to the side, and then what I'm gonna do is, I believe the name of my font is Olive Village. So what I'm gonna do is go to regular, and this design is something that I'm actually using. This isn't just some bullcrap design that I'm showing you guys. I'm actually gonna have these for my sample pack, Girls Love Loops, that's finna drop here soon, but that's another video. So what I'm gonna do is type in Girls Love Loops. Normally to highlight it, I just hit Command A, or you can just drag it, it don't really matter. So I accidentally had it in cap lock, so I'm gonna there we go. So I'm gonna scale that up using this right here, or you can just hit Command T and scale it up like that. So now I'm gonna drag that in the middle. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger, and you really don't gotta overthink these t-shirts. Don't do too much. At the end of the day, you want it to be easy to print. If you have a design that's just all over the place, it's probably going to cost a lot of money for you to get it printed. It won't necessarily mean it's impossible to print, but it will cost you a lot of money. So keep it dope but simple. I mean, it don't really matter, it's up to you. So I'm gonna drag this to the left. So another part of the elements that I just want to show you guys is probably get you some icons that have symbols, icons, or some vintage CD, because I mean, it's a loop pack, so at the end of the day you want things around that area. So what I'm gonna do is, okay, so I just dragged all my icons in here. They're black right now, so you won't be able to see them, but we'll fix that here in a second. What I'm gonna do is mute them all, hold Command and then click them, and I'm gonna hit Command G so I could group those just to keep it organized, and I'm gonna name it my icons. So what you can do is start with your first one, which is a compact disc audio. I'm gonna scale that down, and you could add a cover overlay. I'm gonna show you guys what it is, but you could add one to the entire group, or you could add it individually. So I'm just gonna add it to the group. I'm gonna go to color overlay, make it white. So now all the other ones will also be white. And if you're using it for a white t-shirt, then you can just make it, you know, whatever color you want. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drag it to the corner, kind of make it even, just like that. I'm gonna scale it down because I don't need it too big. I mean, it's all with your taste. But when it comes to these symbols, they're not huge on CDs, so you don't really want it huge on your design. Yeah, make sure it's just small. You don't have to make them too big. It's not really that big of a deal. So I'm gonna unmute my other one, drag it down, basically just make it even, and that's cool right there. So I'm gonna drag that right there, or my other one. And Photoshop, depending on what version you have, Photoshop will automatically space it evenly, so that way you don't have to worry about that. What I'm gonna do is drag my fourth one, and when it comes to picking my symbols, it don't really matter. Just make it make sense. Just don't be no random stuff. I mean, it depends on what message you're trying to get out what the sample pack is about, or what your brand or merch, whatever it is about. I mean, that's really what it matters. That's cool with me. I actually like that a lot. So now what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna put like probably a small little quote right here, something simple. I like that. Put a little writing. So what I'm gonna do is, so what I did was I Googled Wikipedia and I just put music and emotion. I really just want to skim through here and find like a real dope quote that kind of aligns with emotions and music, because I mean the loop pack is called Girls Love Music, so that's an emotion. I'm just gonna try to find something cool that makes sense. So I ended up finding a little writing, but before that I'm gonna change the font, maybe that. Let's see how that looks. I'm gonna actually change it to Arial. Real basic. When it comes to the writing, you could do Arial. You don't need no crazy dope font. I'm gonna scale that down real quick. I actually like the size of that. I'll make it smaller now. That's cool. Kind of just go around, space it out a little bit, see if you like it. So what I'm gonna do is align it to the left, see if that's cool. I feel like that's real cool right there. I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller. I'm gonna leave the 6 in there and everything because I feel like that gives it a cool aesthetic. So what I'm gonna do right now, first off, drag that out of the icons. Make sure you keep your stuff organized. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make another text, put a square right here, and I'm gonna paste that right there. Let's try to put it in a different position just to test it. I mean, it's really up to your taste. You gotta try different things out. It's really up to you. Scale it down till it's all showing. So yeah, I think I like it on this side better because I feel like it's too wide. I don't want the design too wide to where it looks crazy on the t-shirt. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it a little bit thinner in the width of the design, meaning I'm gonna get everything scooted more in the middle. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drag her more to the left. Actually, I might put it right in the center because that's cool. And then I'm gonna get rid of that one. We don't need that one no more. I'm gonna go up here. I'm gonna delete that one too. I'm gonna delete this one too. Make another drag this one, except I'm gonna make it maybe like that. Paste that right there, scale it down. Make sure you have it all selected just by hitting Control A. Scale it down until it fits. A little bigger. Yeah, that's cool right there. Yeah, that's way better. I can already tell. So what I'm gonna do with the icons at the bottom, and just a real quick tip, when you're selling merch, do not put your first name. Nobody wants to wear a shirt that says Dave on the beat. I mean, come up with the slogan, a quick saying or something that's just not your name. Give people a reason to really want to rock your gear. But so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drag the icons, I'm gonna drag it to the bottom. What I mean by the name, so I have this slogan, I just put Hi-Hat Mafia because I mean, of course I'm a trap producer. Hi-hats matter over here. I'm gonna change the font to Monument. I think that's cool. And then I'm gonna drag that down. So I just made it even with the icons. I feel like that just fits a little bit better. But to me, the icons are a little bit too big. So what I'm gonna do is select both of those, hit Control T or Command T, and drag it down. It's a little bit too big for my liking. And also I feel like it's just a tad bit too plain. Although I want it real simple, I'm just gonna add one little thing that's actually gonna change the whole aesthetic of the t-shirt. What I'll do is I'm gonna make this text just a tad bit smaller. We got enough room, so drag it more that way. And I'm gonna add something. I'm gonna add a cutout with a little bit more color. And if you guys just want straight access to these PNGs or stickers, you guys could just go subscribe to my Patreon and have unlimited monthly downloads with hundreds of graphic packs, sample packs, I mean everything. But you can just check that in the description. So what I'm gonna do is just add a little bit of color to it. So what I did, I grabbed this butterfly. Since she's in this, I would say, Indiana Jones type of vibe, I'll just grab this little butterfly cutout real quick. I don't really like the color, so what I'm gonna do is go back to the half circle, go to gradient map, and that'll do this wild effect. I'll experiment with that later. What we're gonna do is pick a color, just pick anything like that. Go down to this little square with the arrow pointing down and go down, and then basically what that'll do is only connect it to the layer under it, because this one's under it. That's what it affects. If you drag it down over the text, it'll change everything. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back and change the color, just see what type of color I like. And you could also download these gradient maps with my Patreon too. I'm talking, you guys could get everything, but I really like this purple vibe that I'm getting. I really like that right there. Real simple to where it just makes it just pop a little bit more. Kind of place that somewhere right there. I'd like to be even, maybe a little offset. Fix it a little bit, kind of just angle it. Could put it over here. No, I like it right there. That right there is the basic design. I'll probably fix it up for the final one, but just so I'm not making the video long, that's what I'll go with. So when it comes to getting mock-ups, you guys could go to printful.com to also get these type of designs printed, but you can also get mock-ups from over there. What a mock-up is just a quick PNG of the gear that you're printing it on, like a hoodie or a t-shirt. But if you guys want super high quality mock-ups for your clothing brand, I'd probably go to Pixel Sauce. I spent like $80 for the entire website. You could download everything, get all the dopest mock-ups. So when it comes down to getting these printed, make sure you're making outfits out of these. Don't just be printing random colors, 5 colors. Make it simple. Drop 3 pieces, 4 pieces, maybe 5. Don't overdo it. Just make a quick outfit. Drop a hoodie, a t-shirt, and then maybe some shorts or socks. So real quick, I'm gonna show you guys how to do a front design. And you guys, again, you don't have to overthink this. Go to the half circle, hit a solid color, drag that down. Delete that. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, I'm gonna delete that. All right, all you have to do really, go to the main text, drag it, go down to the hi-hat mafia and the icons, grab those. Grab the main text, grab the icons. Once you drag them both to a new canvas, hit Control A, make sure the layer selected, go up to the alignment and center it. Grab the icons. You probably want to make sure you hit Command D or Control D, so that way you deselect the whole canvas. Grab your icons, grab your text, scale it up a little bit because it's the front. So drag that in the middle, highlight your text, and then just drag that in the middle. What you can do is group it and then hit Command A and center it all. And then I'll show you guys the mock-ups, but really that's about it. Just be creative, make it make sense, and honestly, it'll sell. Sell it with your sample packs, your beats. That's about it. Y'all can sub, like, comment. I'd appreciate it. Peace.